Alright, trying this again because somehow technical difficulties. You swear, you take one day off with a holiday and everything loses their mind. And I don't want to hear myself. I don't know why you're hearing it. See, told you. The whole place just falls to pieces. Just down in a blaze of glory. By the way, good John Bon Jovi song, too. And if you don't know what I just said, holy crap, you're way too young. PC is still on holiday. It's like, I don't want a PC! It's on union strike with the widgets, apparently. Holy crap, gang. You guys have been busy already. Sir Pug yells blarg to start us off with his 11-month tier 1. Thank you, sir. I see Tim Lowry has cashed in some money because, you know, the D-backs need money. Danny's continuing his gift sub from Dan Brew. We'll definitely credit you as soon as we get the acknowledgement here. Sean Paxler, you beast, you stud.
Great horny toad.
Oh my god. Sharpie, what are you doing?
We would be honored if you would join us.
Sharpie, knowing what you've been through this past year, let me just say thank you, because that was absolutely not necessary. We're happy to have you here in the manner you're here. So knowing, without giving away where you've been, to just drop 10 gifted subs here, you have no idea how appreciative I am of that. Never expected, but sincerely appreciated, especially in instances like that. Sean Paxlayer, tier 3 sub. You, sir, are a scholar and a gentleman, and don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. 21 months. Denbrew, 22 months. Ahoy! Where's Chips? Come on, Denbrew, if you're going to ahoy me, you better Chips as well. Chocolate chip cookie kind of guy, you know? Attica. Words of wisdom. Did Confucius once say that? It's okay if you think baseball is boring. It's kind of a smart person sport. I thought Confucius was best known for the line where he said, men who have 4 balls cannot walk. No. And of course, Sharpie, 10 gifted subs. T. Fiorit, I am guessing I said it right. I hope so. We welcome you for hitting the follow button. Helping to expand the looter blocks, one fluffy kitty ninja at a time. To man with 4 balls, everything is down and in.
That's what she said.
Aha. I thought I saw someone say, where was it? Where was it? I'm looking for, there was a comment I missed. Oh, Tranquil. Expos could use a catcher with a 26 rated arm in the 2027 draft, just saying. On a scale of 1 to 20 too, right, Tranquil? All right, gang. It's been adventurous this weekend, non-stop. I had to rush to make sure I could get back here in time. Still ran a little late. Appreciate your patience. I think we got some baseball to do for you here.
Let's go while we're young.
Without further ado, after dark, because you know it is dark here on the Northeast. For the rest of you, bah humbug. Let's go!
Welcome. Come in. fresh victims for my ever-growing army of the undead.
Sir, you have to let go of the button.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Good Sunday afternoon, everybody. East Coast bias, indeed. You better believe it. Welcome. It is the Fluffy Kitty Ninja Show. I am Commish LB. Everybody calls me Commish. My friends will call me LB. My wife, might call me a four-letter word or three here today. We'll see. We'll see. But we leave that right for her. She earns that right, so we ask you around here to be kind, rewind. Otherwise, you're going to hear a lot from a highly overpaid and somehow surviving Thanksgiving, and not the turducken once again. Take it away, Daffy Duck.
Watch your language, bud. We're on the air.
One of these days. Hey, it's Commish LB here with you on a awkward time. We're not doing our usual 7 o'clock evenings like we do on the weekdays. We're not doing coffee with the Commish, but the coffee is in hand. Oh boy, do I need it. I have just been running around and I feel like I'm running on very little sleep. But it's cocktails with the Commish, if you wish, because I put Bailey's, and unfortunately, moment of silence. The Bailey's bottle, it's dead. Well, I guess I'm asking for Bailey's for Christmas. Because I don't have any more! You ever seen a grown man cry? Hey! You're not gonna see one right there. Attica saved you from having to watch a grown man cry by dropping 5 gifted subs in the chat. Thank you, Attica. I appreciate that. The Bailey's is gone, but I put a little extra in here knowing that the bottle was going. So it worked out, I think. We'll see. All right, guys. You guys are awesome. Level 4 hype train. Thank you. Can't thank you enough. All right. Hey, Josh, if you can hear me, do me a favor. You said you didn't get the bot. Do me a favor. Hit the refresh, and it might offer the opportunity for you to share that, and that way we'll be able to officially know that you get credit. Because otherwise, my Streamlabs is kind of like, huh? It kind of does like Patrick Stewart.
I don't see no sub. What are you talking about? I've got $3.
ITC Monk, welcome. Thank you for first time chatting, and congratulations on the gifted sub from Attica. By the way, ITC, when you got a gifted sub like that, you were invited to create what we call a community created player, CCP. We will tell your story among everyone else's. Lots of stories to always tell here in the eMLB universe. Tonight, we'll be telling 4.
Optimus Prime.
Hey, it worked. It worked, Josh. I had a feeling if you hit the refresh, you would get your credit because it just needed you. It just, if you ever watched Quantum Leap, you know, Al, he always took his little device and he went, and it went, you know, it was one of those things. You just had to slap it upside the head and it worked. So there you go. But apologies for everyone else, as Josh just dropped Optimus Prime on all of you. Thank God you're a Saturday morning cartoon channel here, because even though you turned into flat pancakes for a moment, you'll pop right back up. It always works, trust me. Didn't that already get canceled, the new reboot? Because I didn't even get to watch it at all. Not wearing headphones, yet Commish still manages to get in my ears. I don't know if that's good or bad. I honestly don't know if that is good or bad. Anywho, all right, gang. So it is a 7-day sim. Good news is that we are almost at September. We're almost at massive playoff baseball time, which for several of you is like, thank God the off season. It means Winter League is coming. And for two specific teams who are seriously combing your rosters, they're like, thank God expansion draft, we can finally have a team. Yes, expansion draft is coming. Right. What, you mean you hadn't heard? You didn't hear yet that we had an expansion draft coming? Oh my goodness. What the heck is going on around here, right? Yeah. You know I'm gonna do it. Be right back. One of these days, I'll get a little more professional, you know? One of these days. There you go. There's the expansion trailer one more time because, hey, we got to get our money's worth around here, right? Thank you again to Anju Pays for putting that together. Love it. Portland Stags merchandise coming soon in 2027. Yeah, I know. Some of you are in here like, wait, that's 5 years from now? No, we're talking fictional 2027. You know how it goes. Anyway, back to life, back to reality, back to the here and now again. Bonus points if you know that. It's time to, well, let's look at the standings here before we get us started on tonight's game of the night. We are on day 5 of a 7-day sim, so we're going to get to Monday the 31st. If I did it right, then on the 31st, instead of September 1st, you'll be allowed to expand to 30 players, so that way we don't have to do like a mini stream or a mini sim, I'm hoping. If I did it right, we'll see. We'll find out, because right where I am... Oh, wait, good. All right, roster expansion on August 31st. That was for the intention that we finish on Monday. We don't have to do an extra day. We don't have to do, you know, a little extra work. So why not? It worked this time around. All right, here's where we are on August 28th before today's games. Orioles clinging on to the lead as the Red Sox continue to stay right in the neighborhood. They are 1 game back on the O's for the American League East lead. The Rays, Yankees, and Jays all out of it, but the Rays have climbed past the Yankees finally to now be in 3rd place in the division. Central has the Indians hanging on. They've lost their last 2. White Sox, a half game back on the lead here in a very close division. Twins trying to stay in it. They are 6 back. Everybody's within 10. Tigers are 7 back. The Royals are 8 back with 11 games below 500 at this point. In the West, the Astros winning their last 4, 9 of 10 to get a 2. That's all you get, is a 2-game lead over the Los Angeles Angels to this point. They are running still neck and neck for best record in eMLB, at least in the American League for sure. Let's see. Mariners are 12 games over 500, but they are out of it in the West. They are vying in the wild card, which right now you have the Angels very comfortably ahead, 9.5 game lead on having home field advantage. If they were the wild card team, Red Sox would be the visitors at this point, but the Mariners still trying to stay in it. They have lost their last 3 to lose a little bit of ground. They're a game and a half back currently on the Red Sox in this one. White Sox better chance to win the Central. They are 5.5 back in the wild card race. Rangers, don't count them out too, although they've only won 3 of their last 10. They are now 6 back in the wild card contention. To the National League East, we've seen win of 4 in a row for the Phillies, while the world champion Nationals have lost 7 in a row. Yikes. Wrong time to lose it, but don't count the Braves out either. Although, again, it's more for spoilers at this point. Braves have also won 7 in a row. Nationals are now 8 games back on the Phillies in the division as the Phillies look to go into September pretty comfortably. Cubs, speaking of comfortable, they're the most comfortable team in the entire major leagues in regards to their division. Their magic number now 24, as they are 12.5 up on St. Louis at this point. In the West, Padres have been playing pretty steady ball. They now have a 6.5 game lead over the Giants. The Dodgers trying to stay in contention, 15 games over 500. That's good for 10.5 back in the division. And we'll chat about them in a sec, because as you see well, you might not see it so well. Let's do this. As you might see here in the National League wildcard, Giants currently would have home field advantage, so the home field play-in game for the National League would be at Oracle Park. Dodgers would be the ones to be visiting Cardinals, 1 game back, trying to stay in this playoff race despite all their ups and downs that they have dealt with. Brewers 4.5 and the Nationals 6.5 back. The Nationals are going to try to repeat, or at least attempt to repeat, for their world title. They've got some work to do here for the month of September. All right, so let's get to today's game. We'll look at the action around the league before we contend. I'm waiting for my wife to confirm if my son is playing tonight. He's got a 7:40 game. The good news is it's only 5 minutes down the street at a local college. If he's playing, waiting for confirmation on that. So for any reason I tell you we have to go abbreviated, I will let you know. But I will have until roughly 7 o'clock before I need to know that. Again, it's a 7:40 Eastern time puck drop. D-backs only 18.5 back for the wild card. So you're saying there's a chance? Yes. No, they're not. All right. So here is your action for the Friday, day 5 around the league. We'll be seeing a lot of this in the out-of-town games. White Sox, again, are a half game back on Cleveland at this point. Tigers are in town in Chicago. Fremba Valdez will take on Denny Martinez. What a season for Denny. 9-4, 2.63 ERA. He'll be looking for win number 10 here against the Tigers. Twins will take on the Jays in Toronto. Mark Jones, we saw recently in a national broadcast. He'll take on Joe Boyce. Boyce is 3-4, 3.89 ERA, 7.07 start from the Rogers Center. Indians will have the Royals in town. Trevor McDonald gets the ball for Kansas City. Whip Sentner, 10-5 now, 4.09 ERA. Sentner will get the ball for the Tribe. Red Sox hosting the Orioles at Fenway Park. These two teams are battling big time for the American League East. The Orioles will send the Mountaineer, that is Dan Walker, community creative player of Brendan, into tonight's game at Fenway Park. Mike Bohr, the Heartbreaker, well, he's been breaking a lot of Red Sox hearts this year with his performance. 3-9, 7.32 ERA. Mariners will take on the Yankees in the Bronx. Bobby Thomas is looking for win number 10 this year. Andrew Enrique looks to continue to assert himself as a regular in that rotation. 7-6, mid-3 ERA, 7.10 start from the Bronx. Cassie Thurman gets the ball for the Rangers as they will be in Oakland to take on the Athletics. Athletics now 90 losses on the year. Should pretty much be a lock for the number 3 selection in the draft. Remember, picks 1 and 2 will be going to Montreal and Portland. Not in that order. The order has not been decided yet. It could be a coin flip for all we know. We will figure that one out very soon. Astros will take on the Angels. That one is out west at Angels Stadium of Anaheim. Asa Lacy gets the ball, 10-6 this year. Corbin Martin, also a 10-game winner, will get the ball for the Astros. So we've got the battle of the East and West as both of the top 2 teams will beat up on each other in those series. to the National League. The Marlins will be taking on the Padres. Mackenzie Gore looking for win number 15 this season. Sandy Alcantara is 9-13 with an ERA just over 5. He is at South Beach tonight. Marlins against the Padres. Mets will have the Nationals. The Nationals again in a 7-game losing streak. They'll want to turn that around. Yes, I do want a 10,000-word essay on why you should get the overall first pick. That will be fair enough. How about whoever runs a faster mile? Oh, I don't know. At this point, if you know me, it's whoever can cure cancer first. So I don't ask much. Just whoever can cure cancer, they'll get the number 1 pick. Jake Irvin will take on Jonfran Escalona. Escalona 6-12 now with a 4.85 ERA. It hasn't gotten any easier for Jonfran. We'll see what he does in tonight's game. At Philly just had a little bit of bad news there. Oh my goodness, I'm blanking on the pitcher, but one of the starters went down for 5 months. His season will be over. Enter Dante Haversham. Daniel Vilches, thank you for that. Dante Haversham, the Hammer. He's a two-way player, catcher, pitcher combination. That just sounds like a lot of work. He is going to make his major league debut here tonight, and he's only got to take on one of the best teams in the league in Danny Smith Jr. and the Chicago Cubs. Can't forget Kent Herbeck Jr. as well either. Brent Honeywell gets the ball on that one, looking for win number 10 this year. Reds, Pirates from the Great American Ballpark. Wilmer Fenelon. Yeesh, how you still getting starts, Wilmer? You're 1-11 with an 8.55 ERA. Got to think there's a next man up policy at this point, huh? Well, Kyle Freeland, the former Red, back in Pittsburgh, will look to just wreck it for Wilmer that much further. Braves will have the Rockies. Going to see, I think, the Major League debut of Ronnie Rincones. Rincones is a 24-year-old from Venezuela. The right-hander, will be making his Major League debut tonight in Atlanta with Ian Anderson on the hill in that one. Gotta love the resurging Rays. Yes, they're on a streak, and they're now in 3rd in the division. Rays will take on the Cardinals at St. Louis in interleague action. Jonathan Stevers had a respectable year, 8-6, 3.62 ERA. Efren Contreras gets the ball for the Rays. He's 10-7 this year. This is the game of the night. Just happens to be behind my big old hit, so we'll move on to that one in a moment. Final game on the docket is at Chavez Ravine tonight, as the Dodgers will have the Brewers in town. Samuel Strickland is getting the start in that one. Strickland is making his 2nd appearance this year. He's a 2-year veteran. He was 2-0 with the Brewers last season in a short span of work. Julio Urias gets the ball, the left-hander, for the Dodgers. That's your matchups around the league. That'll give me an opportunity to get us set up. Let me do a couple things here real quick. Make sure this is muted. Yep. All right, let's get to the game of the night here from Arizona. The roof will be closed. Let me get myself out of your way. Give him the hook, please. Thank you. We'll start with San Francisco first and foremost. One tweak there. I think everything is good. Sean Paxlayer, do you see any last-minute change that you would like to do from the lineup that you sent to me? While he decides that, let's look at the Pens this evening. Pen situation for San Fran is going to be pretty good coming into this one. San Fran is good to go. Sean Gell, former starter a couple seasons, kind of every other year, every odd season, he becomes a regular starter. The chair is on strike. Shell this year, 53 appearances, almost 100 innings of work. ERA significantly better, 3.19 ERA for Shell. Chad Hawken, the 31-year-old, 25 appearances this year, sporting a very impressive 1.41 ERA for a guy who had 6 career appearances going back to 2022. He hadn't been in the majors in 4 seasons. You bring him back, and boy, he has had purpose. Zach Houston, the 31-year-old, 2.72 ERA in 46 innings of work. The dude is looking for action because he's thrown one stinking pitch since the 25th, basically. That's 3 days ago. Joel Kuhnel. Kuhnel could be possibly getting a rest today, still recovering from 2 innings of work back on the 26th against Milwaukee in a 4-3 victory. Pitched a few days prior to that, got his 5th win on the season, also against the Brewers. He's got 18 2/3 innings of work and a 1.45 ERA since his trade from Tampa Bay. Wyatt Mills from Spokane, Washington, 31-year-old, 5th season in the majors for him, 4.35 ERA. Going in the wrong direction a little bit on it, but you look at the stats, the walks are under control, just letting up a little bit more hits than he probably would like to allow. But he's doing his job when he needs to. Hey, Dish. Chris Paddock. Paddock was on the designated for assignment. Gets returned back into the majors. Apparently he's owed over $22 million, assuming he's going to take his player option of $19 million last year. Paddock had won 37 games there from 2020 through 2022 to kind of earn the status that he had been. But he still has a player option for next year. He might just be best in a relief role at this point. And finally, RJ Frere, one of the best stories on the year. A little bit of back to earth here back on the 25th as he gave up 4 earned runs, took the loss. 4 earned runs in a third of an inning. The ERA was below 1.9 just over a week ago. Now it's more than a half run higher, but still 36 saves this season for RJ Frere, who had never had that many saves in his major league career prior. That is your Giants lineup. Over to the Diamondbacks. I know one change, Nick Ahmed getting the night off. Gene Lush, who just got called up due to the season-ending injury to Hayden Mullins. They decided to expand the bench a little bit as they've been running with 12 position players of late. Tim, any additional change that you'd like to do here last minute? While he decides that, let's look at the pen situation. Guy most likely not to play tonight is Kevin Sealcause, which I will thank because I don't know if I'm saying his name right or not. The 27-year-old from Virginia pitched an inning yesterday, allowed 3 hits, a couple of home runs, a couple of walks. It wasn't a good night for him. Just 4 1/3 innings of work so far, but it kind of caught up. Tyler Johnson, 31-year-old, just had his birthday last week. Mid-3 ERA, kind of the steady Eddie. 4 straight seasons, right around a half run of where his average has been. 101 strikeouts for Johnson this season. He was always a double-digit strikeout artist, but he has increased it. He hasn't been this high since 2023, when he had 12.4 strikeouts per 9 that season. Mitch Keller, the former MVP of the World Series champion Arizona Diamondbacks from 2023. Keller was immune to getting hit on and being scored upon then, Well, kind of back to life, back to reality. Still throwing the 5 ERAs mid-season. 108 strikeouts this year, though, so the strikeouts have really turned back around for him. He was averaging around 7 to 7.5 the last 2 seasons. Rafael Martinez, the 26-year-old Venezuelan, last pitched a couple nights ago, gave up a home run in that one. Still sports a 3.26 ERA, right in line with what he did in his rookie season last year. Walks have been part of the issue in his equation. He's still trying to work on that control. Throws upper 90s with the fastball. Rob Rasmussen declared the stopper on this organization. He had 40 saves last year, just 7 this season in a kind of a closer by committee format. Still spouting the 2.91 ERA. Still useful, just not being given all the opportunities to close these games out. Taylor Rogers, Mr. Rogers, the lefty from Colorado, now 35 years old. Going to turn 36 this offseason, even 4 ERA. Guess what? That's an exact full run better than it was last season. He's played in half the amount of innings that he did last year. He's given up only a third of the homers. He's only walked 3 batters in 27 innings of work. Juan Romero. Romero pitched an inning yesterday. Got a strikeout in that one. Got his ERA below 6 thanks to that positive performance. Still looking for the magic he had in the 2024 season when he had an ERA of 3.5. He is going 2 to 2.5 runs higher than that of late. JB Wendelken, 33-year-old from Georgia. The power pitcher, even 3 ERA, continues to be a consistent setup guy. Got a couple of saves so far this season. The one-time former closer with Oakland who closed 31 saves back in 2020. All right, there is your pen situation. I'll let you look at it for a moment. I want to set something up here. Setting up the over-under. This could be a tough one tonight. First thing you're going to do tonight, we're going to set up the predictions. Tonight's prediction. Maybe I'm making it easy for you guys. Maybe not. Let's see. Tonight's prediction. Total strikeouts by both starters. You got Jandy Ronson on the mound, striking out 9.5 per 9 innings. You got Jared Southern striking out about 7 batters per 9 innings. So tonight, it's about the strikeouts by the starters. 13.5 is the over-under. Betting hairballs, which are known as the channel points here on the show. Channel points can be used to improve your player. If you didn't know you had channel points, check for your hairballs and see the perks you can use. Just know that if you are not one of my general managers, don't use the general manager options. Use the non-GM options. That is how you can boost your player. Here's the betting part of the show. Other than the hairballs, you're also betting on balls of yarn, which are the currency of Fluffy Kitty Ninjas. The lifeblood of the eMLB universe is in those balls of yarn you get in the chat. If you don't know how many balls of yarn you have, use exclamation points. For every 1,000 balls of yarn you have, you can trade those in and you can get a boost. However, if you're like me, you see I got a big number. Well, someone's got to restock the craft store every time you guys rate it. I will not share. I share by restocking. But if you're the type that really likes to hoard your balls,
That's what she said.
you pervs, then when you have 5,000 balls of yarn, you can trade those in and you can summon Lion-O and the Thundercats, cousins of Fluffy Kitty Ninjas. They will swoop in, kick some Samurai Dog butt, and get you 6 boosts for the price of 5. What a bargain. Here's how the betting works in chat. First off, Sadie, are you here, sir? I did not check. Sadie is here. Assuming he is good to go, he'll be taking your bets, and here's how the betting works. You can bet in the first 3 innings of the day. Huh? Are you taking the bets still? I wanted to double check with you if you could. And hi, Asher. Here's what you do in the chat. You write down which team you think wins, San Francisco or Arizona. Then put a number. The number is how many runs does the winning team score? You put a bet in between now and the end of the first inning. You're going to win 75 balls of yarn if you get the right team at the end of the game. You can put a bet in the second inning, no problem. It just means you can only get 50 balls of yarn for waiting. Last chance to win balls of yarn tonight will be before the third out of the third inning. If you get the right team in the third inning with your bet, you'll get 25 balls of yarn. But please note, if you pick the wrong side, it will cost you 25 balls of yarn. That number, though, is a totally separate bet. Doesn't care which team you picked. It only cares if you're right with the number of runs scored by the winning team tonight. If you nail the number, then you will get a bonus 50 balls of yarn. So even if you pick the wrong team and lose 25, nailing the number wins you 50, you'll still be a winner on the day. Here's tonight's eMLB Game of the Night matchup. Tonight we are powered. We aren't even powered by Starbucks. Tonight I broke out the Kahlua, the non-alcoholic Kahlua coffee. Love it. Throw a little Bailey's in there, and of course a little bit of Italian sweet cream as well. You are watching this game powered by Out of the Park Baseball 23. eMLB, a 22-year-old brand, has been using Out of the Park Baseball for several different universes, going back to OOTP 5. Sharpie will get himself a boost as well. Congrats. And then, of course, you're watching this live on the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas show, but we also have a YouTube channel, and we would sincerely appreciate you supporting that. We got some great podcasts that are exclusive just there. We want to grow and build the brand more, and it would be a huge help if you hit the subscribe button at YouTube. There's the link to join it. Remember, it doesn't cost you a dime to do that. For the Giants coming into this one, still in the lead. They are the home team favorite currently for the wild card play-in game, but they would like to gain ground on the Padres coming into the month of September. Giants have not been in the playoffs since 2016, 10 years ago. Aaron Nixon will lead off over at short coming into this one, hitting .341 in the month of August. He's at short and batting first. Dan King is your center fielder. He is tied for 4th in the National League in triples, was 1 away from tying the lead. There are 3 leading in the triples category. King had 18 triples last season. He's in center field, batting second. Michael Sean Kane. MSK is in the building. From Tenafly, New Jersey, the first baseman is hitting .404 in his last 12 games. He's got 6 doubles and a triple in that span. Just 4 for 14 lifetime against Jared Southern. That is our eMLB matchup of the night. MSK versus Jared Southern. Matt Toke is your DH, batting fourth. The 2026 All-Star, since his All-Star nomination, is hitting 149, but has 11 home runs in that time. He'll be the DH, batting cleanup. From South Korea, Baek Ho Kang is your right fielder, batting fifth tonight. Bo Bichette is your second baseman, batting sixth, struggling under 200 in the month of August so far. Danny Jansen, acquired in a trade, is your catcher tonight, batting seventh. Isaiah Thomas is in left field, batting eighth, hitting 286 in his last 8 games. And Jean Carini, since July 1st, is hitting 305. Community Creative Player is over at third base tonight, batting ninth. The little unit, Jandy Ronson, 20-year-old from Portland, Oregon, 15-3 this season with a 3.02 ERA. August has been more what we expect from the little unit. 2-0 with a 2.28 ERA and a 0.80 whip. Remember, he's not at home tonight, but when he is at home, he has allowed 8 walks in 80 2/3 innings all season in San Fran. PJ, I saw your +3 boost. Congrats. That means Slambino's going to get a little more beefier, a little more slammier, beanoier, beanier. I don't know, one of those. Diamondbacks coming into this one looking to play simple spoilers at this point. Alec Thomas is in right field. 16 consecutive stolen bases for Thomas. He has not been caught in almost a year. September 17th of last season is when this current streak began. Ke'Bryan Hayes is your third baseman, batting second. He's got a 3-game hit streak coming into this one. The natural, Butch Reed from Scottsdale, Arizona, in left field, batting third. Spencer Torkelson is got a 3-game hit streak himself. He's the cleanup hitter, batting fourth. Another South Korean is Ha-Sung Kim. Will be the DH tonight, batting fifth. Kim with a 3-game hit streak, 6 for 11 during that time. Aaron Cross, Community Creative Player of former Arizona GM Aaron Silence. Fourth in Arizona all-time history in home runs with 155, 20 away from the top 3. David Peralta next in his sights. Cross continues to be a right-hander who struggles against lefties. That's what Ronson is. Cross hitting .228 against left-handers this season. Corbin Carroll is your number 7 hitter in center field tonight. He is second all-time in Arizona Diamondbacks history as a stolen baseman. Tony Womack, the only speedster ahead of him. Nick Cale is your catcher tonight, batting 8th, has hits in 5 of his last 6. He'll bat 8th in catching. And Gene Lush, who just got called back up after the Hayden Mullins injury, gets thrown right back into the thick of it. He's the shortstop, batting 9th. He was hitting .286 down at AAA before getting called back up. Jared Southern from Abilene, Texas. Leander, Texas, the 25-year-old, making his 24th start on the year. He's 6-5 with a .288 ERA. Struggles more here at home, 3-2 record, but an ERA of 4 and a whip of 1.41 in that time. He'll look to change that. As you see against San Fran this season, he's 1-1 with a 1.08 ERA. There's your matchups for tonight. Here I am again, and let's get us over to Chase Field for tonight's eMLB Game of the Day. Welcome to the eMLB Game of the Day. The roof is closed, so we won't even have to bother with the widget that doesn't want a widget, so screw it, right? Commish LB here with you. Let's get ready to call action in tonight's game. Before we do, let's look at your defensive alignment in this one. Don't forget, you can bet on Balls of Yarn, and you can also do the predictions on the predictions right now. Predictions have 18 minutes left. Hit the predict button and decide. Over under is 13.5 tonight by our two aces on the mound, Jared Southern, Jandy Ronson. Put your bets in if you are feeling frisky to try to win some more hairballs, because who doesn't need more hairballs in their life, right? Here's your defensive alignment. The natural Butch Reed is in left field. Heck of an arm out there. Corbin Carroll is your center fielder, and Alec Thomas is in right field. Brian Hayes is your third baseman in this one, former Gold Glove winner. He's at third. Gene Lush is at short. Aaron Cross is a three-time Gold Glove winner over at second, and Spencer Torkelson is at first. Behind the dish tonight is Nick Cale. As a reminder, all ratings you see here are scaled ratings. We use 1 to 20 for a scaled system in eMLB. Mostly probably just to piss people off that seem to hate that one the most, but c'est la guerre. On the hill for the Diamondbacks, the 25-year-old from Leander, Texas, it's the right-hander, Jared Southern. It's Southern's third season in the majors, is what I was trying to say. Speak English, commish. 24th appearance on the year. He's 6-5 with a 2.88 ERA. He's gone 118 and 2/3 innings. He's given up 111 hits, 38 earned runs. He's allowed 13 homers this year while walking 35 and striking out 89. Despite throwing upper 90s, more of a pitch to contact kind of guy. Southern throws the fastball, works a slider, and a changeup in there. Former 26th round pick back in 2019 out of Leander High School by the Diamondbacks. I think he's turned into a pretty impressive find considering where he was drafted. So many teams passed him up. Southern doing just fine here in the desert. Again, Southern is third appearance this season against the Giants, 1-1 with a 1.08 ERA in 8 1/3 innings of work. He's ready to go. It means Aaron Nixon comes into the box. Nixon, 289 average on the season for him. He's got 6 home runs, 36 runs batted in for the 4-year veteran. Okay. Instructions are in. Before I forget, if you've never been here before, where the heck you been? No, I'm kidding. If you haven't been here before, this is a traditional online league that you're watching. We do the games. This is a sim day that takes place. This is our national broadcast game of the day. It is fully managed by our GMs. San Francisco GM is Mike Kilkenny. He's known as Sean Paxlayer in your chat. He is calling the shots in a private whisper to me on what he wants done for the Giants. And meanwhile, brand new GM to eMLB, replacing our good friend Aaron Silence. It is Tim Lowry, longtime friend of the show, now our Arizona GM. Lowry 6850 in chat is your manager and GM for the Diamondbacks. They'll be telling me what to do, so I'll be looking right a lot to see their instructions. I'll be telling the story, so I don't run anything. I run the universe, but I don't run a team. I don't make those decisions. I just commish. I tell the story. I hope you will enjoy the story. When no one's on base, we'll go right to the result. When runners are aboard, we will go pitch by pitch so we can tell the story more. With that in hand, coffee now in hand. Instructions are in. Cheers, everybody. It is game of the day with an 0-1 count coming up. Bailey's, this is one for you, and if anyone wants to send me some Bailey's for Christmas, I'll love you. No, don't do it. Oh, get my parents to do it or something. 0-1 pitch. Look out! Gonna start the day off with a hit by pitch, huh? Aaron Nixon takes an 0-1 fastball that comes inside. It looks like that Southern taps and says, my bad, definitely not intentional. Did this and goes kind of hinting that it slipped out of his hand. So we'll immediately have a batter aboard as Nixon is on at first. And Dan King is going to come into the box now. King, the 4-year veteran from Susanville, California. The steady Eddie high average, low power hitter is hitting .282 this year with a home run and 31 runs batted in. It's a down season for King, who hit .314 last year and did have 10 home runs as well. I know that's not what you meant, Tim. Yeah, you didn't say, he didn't say pitch at batter. I assure you he did not. First pitch is grounded to second, over to short for one, but that is all they're going to be able to do, as Lush had to avoid the sliding runner. Good speed there from Aaron Nixon to thwart up that play. It will not be a double play, but Cross gets the fielder's choice for the first out. 3 pitches. We've got 1 hit batter and 1 ground out. And with that, here comes the man that I do in announcer fashion. I'll save you the time this time. Michael Sean Cain into the box. Just turned 22. Well, he turned 22 years old this summer. From Tenafly, New Jersey. MSK up to a .312 average with 25 home runs and 93 RBI. This is the eMLB matchup of the night. Southern versus Michael Sean Cain. 4 for 14 record for Cain. First pitch, no quick check on the runner as King will get back in there. King has a very high stolen base percentage. 69 of 78 career steals. 88% rate. So when he goes, and he's smart about it. Hey, Moose. Moose will get a boost. +3 for Moose, cashing some hairballs in. Nice to have you here. Silent but deadly, right? First pitch. That one's going to be lined. Very aggressive here by the Giants. That's going to be a base hit for MSK. Lines that one in a spot where Corbin Carroll could only just stop it from getting by him. Now only 4 pitches in this game, and we've already seen a lot of action. Matt Toke will come to the box. Toke this season hitting .228 this year. 31 home runs and 77 runs batted in. It's been a tale of 2 seasons for Toke here. First pitch is outside. Runner is going. The throw over to third is not in time. It's a steal of third base for Dan King. We talked about the efficiency of Dan King and the steals. He just comes in and gets his 15th on the year. That's his 70th career steal. He's only been caught 9 times lifetime. Now around an 89% success rate. The 1-0 is grounded towards second, cross the short for 1, over to first. This time they will get the 4-6-3 double play.
Yeah, baby.
Cross over to rookie Gene Lush, back to first as Spencer Torkelson squeezes it. Gets the 4-6-3, will leave a runner over at third. Half an inning in the books. Giants very aggressive in that first half inning. No score for them. Bottom of the first coming up. Here come the Diamondbacks on the game of the day. Don't forget, if you haven't bet on hairballs yet, I see 22 people have done so. You've got about 9 minutes left to put your bet in on if you think the starters will combine for more than 13.5 strikeouts or less. And again, just the starters. Put your bet in, win some additional hairballs in tonight's game. Yeah, Moose, I got your DM on Discord as you just heard. I will circle back with you after, of course. All right, let's look at the Giants' defensive alignment for this game before we continue going underway. Isaiah Thomas is in left field. Dan King is in center. And Bak Ho Kang is in right. Jean Carini is your third baseman. Aaron Nixon over at short. Bo Bichette is at second. Michael Sean Kane is at first. Danny Jansen behind the dish tonight. He will catch for the second-year veteran, the little unit, Jandy Ronson. Number 1 overall selection back in 2025 by the Giants. Drafted out of Oregon, created by Danny Smith Jr., is making his 26th appearance on the year. He's 15-3 with a 3.02 ERA and a 0.98 whip to this point. Opponents hitting 223 against them this year. Month of August has been good for him. He's got a 2-0 record with a 2.28 ERA, and he has only allowed 8 walks in 80 innings when he is pitched at Oracle Park. Of course, we're at Chase Field, so that's a different story. Only other time he's faced these Diamondbacks this year was back on April 7th. Won game number 1 on the season. He went 6 2/3, gave up 4 hits, 1 walk, and struck out 8 in the victory. Johnson throws upper 90s with the fastball, works a sinker in there. He has a slider, changeup, and a curveball to boot. All right, we're ready. Oh, maybe. Hold on. Here we go. I closed your window by accident, Tim. We're good to go. All right, time to get her started. Alec Thomas will lead him off. The 26-year-old from Chicago comes in tonight hitting .269 on the year. He has 8 home runs and 39 RBI. Not a lot of experience for the Diamondbacks against Jandy Ronson. That'll be a 3-2 pitch to coming from Ronson here to Thomas. The pitch goes away. That looked like a slider, and boy, did it slide. That's a tough one. Strike 3. Not much you can do but pray that you get your bat on that one. No chance for Thomas there. First strikeout on the day. Here come the kitty cards. 1 out. Brian Hayes will come into the box. The former 2024 third base Gold Glover. Hitting .251 this season. He's got 5 home runs and 34 RBI. Oops, on the wrong screen apparently. There we go. First pitch to Hayes. He will slap it over to first, where that's Michael Sean Kane giving an underhand toss over to Ronson, making the catch. Quick 2 outs here. 2 outs now. Here comes the man named after a famous 80s wrestler, the Natural, Butch Reed. Reed, now 24 years old from nearby Scottsdale, Arizona. Hitting .266 this season. He's got 5 home runs and 57 RBI. Reed, first pitch, look out. Oh, we're gonna have that type of game, huh? Each side has had a batter hit. Is Cody managing this? Is Cody controlling the hit by pitch? I don't know. Don't know if that was intentional or not. But it gets a 2-out runner aboard as Reed is over at first. Typical Arizona. Even under new management, huh, Cody? Spencer Torkelson, the 26-year-old from Petaluma, California, 14 home runs on the year, hitting just .208 with 36 runs batted in. Cody gets 100 balls of yarn for every hit by pitch. Boy, wouldn't he love that. First pitch is a sinker called strike. Just underway here on the eMLB game of the day. Glad to have you here. Sunday mid-late afternoon action heading into the evening here. The 0-1 from Ronson. Fastball. Ooh, that might have been inside, but he got the call there. That's a Jandy Ronson special.
What?
Torkelson didn't like the call. The 0-2. Grounds it down to third. Played well by Carini. He'll throw to first in time to retire this side. They'll leave a runner aboard from a hit by pitch. 1 inning in the books here from Chase Field. We'll go to the second. You can still bet in tonight's game in chat. Write down which team you think wins. How many runs does the winning team score? Now you've got a chance to win 50 balls of yarn for picking the right team, and an extra bonus 50 balls of yarn if you get the right run count. All right, time to predict. Chat over or under? Are you asking how many chats will be? I don't know. Does that count with the bots? I don't know.
I am a robot.
All right, top second we go. Jared Southern ready to go. Just 6 pitches thrown in that first inning. Pretty economical. He'll start off with Baek-ho Kang. The number 5 hitter, Bo Bichette, Danny Jansen are due up afterwards. Kang from Seoul, South Korea, the rookie, 27-year-old, coming over from the Korean Baseball Organization. He's hitting .223 this season. He's got 17 home runs and 52 RBI. Beep boop, have you renewed your auto warranty? Beep boop. Best ever impersonation by a robot goes to Cleveland as R2-D2 on Star Wars. Kang ready to go. 0 for 4 lifetime against Southern. Second inning starts with a 1-0 count. Hit towards left field away from the shift, and it's going to drop in where no one can get to it. Drops in front of Reed. Base hit for Baek-ho Kang. With Kang aboard, nobody out. Here comes Bo Bichette. Bichette, now 28-year-old from Tierra Verde, Florida. This season, .249 average, now career high 22 home runs on the year and 77 runs batted in. Bichette set the career high 5 days ago, back on August 23rd at San Francisco against the Giants. First pitch. Oh, look, that's going to be a pitch out being called as they thought something was on there, but Kang is going nowhere. That'll be ball 1. Kang, just 2 stolen bases this year, has not been caught, so does not go often. Shift is on against Bichette. Aaron Cross, the second baseman, is playing straight behind the bag. The 1-0 comes inside. It's tapped foul left side. It'll be a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Towards center field, pretty well struck, but ranging over, reading it well. Corbin Carroll comes to make the catch and gets it in for the first out. With 1 out now, the catcher, Danny Jansen, will come in. Jansen traded from the Rangers earlier, right at the trading deadline, in exchange for Louis Maldonado and cash. Jansen, .262 average on the season with 11 home runs, 41 runs batted in. First pitch from Southern is a fastball, misses low for ball 1. Jansen is in his 19th game tonight as a member of the Giants since the trade. He's hitting .227 with a home run and 6 RBI in that time. You can kiss the lower part of the back of the canister that is my body.
Watch your language, bud. We're on the air.
I guess Daffy can visualize where you were referring. I'm not sure. The 1-0. It's why he gets paid the big bucks. He's a pretty smart duck. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch from Southern just inside. Didn't miss by much. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 from Southern swings and lines that one down the third base line, but foul. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jansen here. We've got 1 out, 1 on. Well, no more Cleveland D2 quotes from me then, flippin' duck. Duck's out to ruin it all, huh? The 2-2 pitch. Inside, Kang is on the run to throw to second. Is not going to be in time. It's a stolen base for backhoe Kang. Just the 3rd stolen base on the season for Kang, but he gets in front of the Nick Cale throw.
We would be honored if you would join us.
In high res. Yes, we are. We're in 1080p here. Welcome to the Fluffy Kitty Ninja Show. Thank you for hitting the follow. And with all these statistics around me and stuff, you see why we try to broadcast in 1080p, because you wouldn't be able to read this stuff, I would think, otherwise. And most of you are like, what does that say? I know I would be. The 3-2 pitch lifted towards right center field, moving over Corbin Carroll. He has it. Kang is on his way. Never make the last out at third. Backhoe. Apparently they don't teach that in Korea, but he gets there safely. Kang goes without even being given the option. He'll get to third base safely as it was hit far enough away. Carroll does not have the greatest of arms, average at best. 2 outs now. Number 8 hitter Isaiah Thomas, the rookie from Palm Beach Garden, Florida, will come in. Thomas this year, 244 hitter with 21 homers and 56 around the batted in. Oh, I'm on 63 inches, huh? Yeah, well,
That's what she said.
it's already a batter behind. Yes, well, anything that's mobile, never a good idea. Always best to be, hardwired or on your laptop, because your latency is better, especially when you're managing. First pitch to Thomas. Boy, he put a charge into that one. That one is way back there, and it is gone. .97-mile-an-hour pitch up in the zone, and it was a no-doubter as soon as you heard it. Just had that poof right off the bat. 22nd home run on the year for Isaiah Thomas, and he makes it a 2-0 lead. Yep, 97 up and in, and he just pulled it. Yikes, and away, says Daffy. 2 outs now. John Carini from El Vigia, Venezuela will come in. The 27-year-old is hitting .285 this season. He's got 3 home runs, 30 RBIs, 3 for 11 lifetime against Southern with a homer. First pitch to Carini, swings and hits that one to right field. Not the deepest, as moving over is Alec Thomas. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. But Isaiah Thomas does the big damage. He sends a big fly out to left field. 22nd home run on the season for him, and that makes it a 2-0 game. We'll go to the bottom of the second here on the eMLB Game of the Night. Jenny Ronson back to the hill here, bottom of the second. Nothing like giving Ronson a 2-0 lead here. That's always an uphill battle. He was still a better point guard. Yes, Isaiah Thomas. I still like the Isaiah Thomas that played for the Celtics because he was the king of the fourth. All right, Ha Song Kim from South Korea will start us off this inning against Shandy Ronson. Kim, the 30-year-old from South Korea, it's his third season in the majors. 235 average this year for Ha Song with 9 homers, 35 RBI. He does have a 3-game hit streak coming into this one. He is 6 for 11 with a triple and an RBI. The 1-2 pitch. Grounded hard towards short. Diving stop attempted there from Gene Lush. Oh, sorry. I'm mixing my players up. That's Aaron Nixon over at short. Wrong team, commish. Ha-Sung Kim put a charge over to short. Off the glove of Nixon. He goes to chase after it, but no chance for that one. Kim will be aboard with an infield hit. And that's the first hit on the night for the Diamondbacks. With nobody out, 1 on. Here comes from Chicago, the 26-year-old fellow friend of Alec Thomas. It is Aaron Cross. Cross this year, Community Credit Player of Aaron Silence, hitting .251 on the year with 24 homers and 65 RBI. 248, excuse me. I quoted what the start of the sim was. Has the distinction of being one of the few Kims in eMLB that's not part of the Padres. Very true. First pitch to Cross, checks the swing. They'll appeal. They say no. Didn't really give much of a swing effort on it. They still appealed. It's ball 1. Cross, 4th all-time in Arizona history in career home runs, has 155 to his count. Still continues to have the biggest challenges against left-handers, hitting just .228 this season. Faces right-handers better, just sees the ball better. The 1-0. That one is in there. Oh, no. It should have been in there for a called strike, but it is ball 2 instead. Uh-oh. The 2-0 pitch. There's one that gets on the inside. That one was further away. And that one gets called a strike. 2 balls and a strike. Kim, the runner at first, 3 steals on the year, has been caught twice. The 2-1 pitch from Ronson. That one is at the letter, strike 2. Took the under, huh? I think our predictions are in. 27 total predictions. Most of you taking the under here. The 2-2 from Ronson. Just gets a piece on the curveball. Sends it into the stands. Jansen gives it a quick peek, but knows it's out of play. The 2-2. Rolls it to third, to second for 1, but that is it. Good play from Carini to read that. Sends it to Bichette for 1, but Bichette says no chance on the double with a speedy cross. And that is your first out. Crosses at first. Corbin Carroll, the center fielder, comes in. Carroll, another one who's struggling this year, underperforming from where you expect him, down to .234 this season, 4 home runs and 38 runs batted in. First pitch from Ronson is called. Strike. Might have gotten away with it. It was on the border. Close, but no. It's called a ball. Sorry, read that backwards. Could have been called a strike. Doesn't. It's ball one. The 1-0 pitch. That was a pitch out. He went swinging after it, and it's a gorgeous call as they throw him out.
I am Optimus Prime.
Aaron Cross had 11 steals in 12 attempts this season. That was more of a hit and run opportunity that Cuero couldn't get because it was a pitch out called, and they had Cross dead to rights. Meanwhile, Serial Killer, thank you, sir. 8-month sub. That is Xavier Odom's community created play or his user. Appreciate you doing that, sir. And with 2 outs now, nobody on, we will go back to the 1-pitch mode. It's a 2-2 pitch. Jams him inside, grounds it to second, but right at Bo Bichette. Easy play with that one. Corbin Carroll definitely didn't like the swing he did there. That will retire this side. 2 innings are done. We go to the third. It's your last chance to put a bet in on tonight's game. Don't forget, if you haven't done so yet, put a bet in chat. Write down which team you think will win and how many runs will the winning team score. It's got to be at least 2 because it's a 2-0 lead here right now. But does it hold? That's the question. Top of the third. We will go. Jared Southern gets the top of the order. Aaron Nixon, Dan King, and Michael Sean Kane due up here in a 2-0 lead. Nixon got hit with the second pitch on the night. Waits a 3-1. Slaps it over to first. Good read by Torkelson. He's deep. He'll throw to Southern, who covers him. Retires Nixon by a couple of steps for the first out. With 1 out now, Dan King is your batter. King, 0 for 1. First pitch lifted towards left field. Sauntering over the natural, Butch Reed will make the catch for the out. Oh. Hold on one sec. Couldn't tell if someone was here. Might also be snowing out. I'm confused. Oh, okay. Pizza.
Hey, lady, I got pizza.
All right, 2 outs now. Michael Sean Kane comes to the plate. He's 1 for 1 tonight. Again, it's the matchup of the night, Southern versus MSK. The 0-1 to center field, pretty well struck, going back, but still plenty of room. Corbin Carroll will make the catch, and it'll be a 1-2-3 inning for Jared Southern here to retire the Giants in the top of the third. Bottom of the third, we will go. Last chance for you to bet in tonight's game. It's Giants 2 and Diamondbacks nothing. Yeah, I have no idea why, too, either. Sometimes I think you just got to adjust the badges, but who knows. All right, bottom of the third. Not the 8-9-1 hitters due up for the Diamondbacks. We'll start off with the catcher, Nick Cale. Cale, the catcher, from Simi Valley, California, 28-year-old, enters play hitting .266 this year. He's got 2 homers and 16 runs batted in. The 1-0. Grounds it to third. It's going to be a deep play out there for Carini. Hard strike over to first. Perfect throw for the out. Great work from Carini. 1 out now. Here comes Gene Lush to the plate. Luscious, as he's known, the 24-year-old from Abilene, Texas, back in the majors. Had a small cup of coffee earlier this year. 10 of 37, that's a .270 average with no homers. 3 RBI. Down at AAA, Reno was hitting .286 on the year. He had 5 homers and 44 RBI. Thank you. Oops, my phone just died. It just tried to commit Harry Carey. All right. 2-1 pitch to Lush. Soft liner to third, down the line and fair, just over the leap of Jean Carini. Lush takes the corner, heading for second. He will get in there with a 1-out double. Nice little shot just over the leaping glove of Carini and stays fair. Gene Lush will get a double, his second on the season, end of his career. And with him at second and 1 out, runner in scoring position for Alec Thomas. Thomas tonight, 0 for 1. The wife just brought some pizza up, knowing I've barely eaten today. I might take a shorter break. I might take a break after this inning so that we can tell the out-of-town scoreboard after I finish manging. First pitch, misses low, ball 1. Yep. I'd say it's the Italian in her, but she found out a couple of years back from Ancestry that she has no Italian in her. So she's like, whoops. Well, 1-0. There's a strike at the knees, 1 ball and a strike. The 1-1 from Ronson gets the outside corner, call strike. No. One of those frickin' nights. Hold on a sec. That's what I think of you, OOTP ump. 2 balls and a strike. I'm so confused. I'm calling things strikes and they're balls. I'm calling balls strikes. Who knows? The 2-1 from Ronson, grounded to short. Easy play for Nixon, who looks Lush back to second. Throws to first in time for the second out. Unproductive out for Alec Thomas. So it's the Postner then? That might be. Who knows? Fundamentals indeed. 2 outs now. Brian Hayes is your batter. Hayes is 0 for 1. First pitch is missing away for ball 1. So we're almost done 3 innings and we've got 1 total strikeout. I think I set the over-under bar way too high in this one. The 1-0. That one misses low. It's 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 delivery misses low again. It's ball 3, 3-0 to Cabrian Hayes here with Butch Reed waiting on deck. The 3-0 pitch. There's a strike right down the middle. Went with a curveball of all things. Three-one to Hayes. Swings right through another curveball there. Nasty pitch from Jandy Ronson. Count is now full from 3-0 down to now to 3-2. The full count pitch. Called strike 3. Rocks back with the sinker and gets him. Second strikeout on the day now for Jandy Ronson. Only 2 strikeouts for those of you with bets in the over-under. 3 innings are in the books. No more bets. Your bets are in. The pizza is sitting next to me, and boy, I'm hungry, so I'm going to take a break. When we come back, we'll check the out-of-town scores. Then we'll return here to action between the Giants and the Diamondbacks. It's the Fluff Kitty Ninja Show Sunday game of the day. We'll be right back. Back live Sunday edition of the Fluff Kitty Ninja Show and the eMLB game of the day afternoon version versus the usual coffee with the commish. Before we get back to action at Chase Field, let's look at what's going on around the eMLB universe before we proceed. Heading to the 8th at Chicago. White Sox went into today's action a half game back on the Indians. Well, they're heading in the right direction as they lead this one by a 6-2 score over the Tigers. Joey Best helping in his part with that 18 home runs on the season for Best. San Diego leading against Miami, bottom of the 8th by a 5-4 score in that one. It's 2 outs, runner at first, tying run for the Marlins in that one. It's bottom of the 7th. Toronto leads this one 3-0 over the Twins. That's Jordan Diaz getting his second home run on the season. Diaz, who just signed a 1-year extension, if memory serves, has got his second home run on the year. Good way to celebrate. Couple home runs for Danny White. A couple home runs for Bryce Harper. Cubs lead the Phillies 6-3, top of the 7th in that one. Harper now 39 home runs on the season for Bryce, 38 for Danny White. Impressive season for both. The Yankees are leading against the Mariners by a 5-1 score. Bases are loaded, though, with Junior San Quintin on the hill. At the plate in a bases loaded situation, 1 out, top of the 7th as the Mariners have the tying run at the plate. It's bottom of the 7th. Mets ahead of the world champion Nationals by a 5-4 score. Nationals have lost 7 in a row. They're trying to avoid number 8. Well, their offense is trying. Hunter Bishop is 37th. Juan Soto is 34th. Trey Turner has 21, but it's not enough as they currently trail Gianfran Escalona and the Mets 5-4. It is 5-3 Orioles over the Red Sox. Currently, Dan Walker, the Mountaineer Community Creative Player of Brendan, is in the lead in that one, bottom of the 6th. But Rafi Devers has hit his 51st home run on the season. That leads eMLB. We're not even in the month of September yet. Pirates are 6-4 leaders over the Reds, currently going in the bottom of the 6th. Edgar Barrios has his 40th home run. I remember JR saying 45. That was his bar for Edgar Barrios. He said 45 home runs. Barrios hits number 40 against his former Pirate mates. Top of the 8th, Cleveland trying to hold on to their half-game lead. So far, so good. Top of the 8th, they're up 4-1 against the Royals. Bobby Gilliam has his 17th home run on the year. It's bottom of the 5th. Nope, I ain't saying it. I'll just tell you it's 7-0. Hamilton Porter is 22nd home run of the season. Corey Ray gets his 6th. You guys can do the math from there. It is top of the fourth. Tampa Bay taking on the Cardinals 4-3. Tampa Bay leading the Cardinals 4-3. Drew Mendoza has home run number 19 on the year. Back here, the other games are later tonight. They should get underway before our day is done. You're leading 5-4. 5-4, bottom of the seventh, Denbrew. Despite the Nationals scoring 3 home runs, you're trying to extend the Nationals' current 7-game losing streak. Meanwhile, at Chase Field, Isaiah Thomas's 2-run homer is the difference in this game as we go top of the fourth. Jared Southern back on the hill. He's got the middle of the order. Matty Toke, Becco Kang, and Bo Bichette due up. Toke is your batter, 0 for 1 today. No one's on base. Turn that off, Kamish. Let's go. 2-2 pitch. Towards left field. This one's against the shift. Going back. This one's going to one-hop the wall as it just is outside of the reach of Butch Reed out there. It hops the wall. Toke turns the corner, heads for a second. He's going to get a leadoff double. Doesn't have a lot of speed, but that one kept going a ways away from Butch Reed. Just out of his reach. Toke gets his 19th double on the season. And with a runner at second, nobody out, Becco Kang is your batter. He had a base hit in his first at bat. He went to left field. So he either got a shave or the face.dat that I had in the backup, which was only from Tuesday, is different. I don't know. Don't know what to tell you. You blame the pizza delay for that double, possibly. First pitch, they'll check the swing. They say he held up in time. It's ball 1. Hold on a second. I'm irritated by my back appearance here. That and also this is also moved a little away too, so I think that's part of it. There we go. I feel much better on my look now. I was triggered. The 1-0. Swings right through that one. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. 95 on the fastball with that one. Challenged him right down the middle. See it and hit it. He did not. Here's Chair, your buddy. The 1-1. Swings at that one. Another nasty fastball. This one with good movement away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. While we were away, Cavacom had done a raid. Thank you very much, Cava. Appreciate you sending over your people after your day in Perfect Team. I know Sundays is your long stream day. 1-2 pitch. Grounded over to second. Aaron Cross right at him. He'll get Kang for the first out. Matt Toke will safely get to third on the play. Runner at third now, 1 out. Bo Bichette will try to get another RBI attempt here. He is 0 for 1 today. Shift is on against Bichette. First pitch, swings and hits it foul down towards the first base side. A little nubber off the end of the bat. Dial the back, 98 on the gun there from Southern. The 0-1. This one misses inside. Hits 100 on the pitch with that one. Absolutely gearing back and ripping it out there. The 1-1. Towards second. Shift. Cross had to range to his left in the shift. He will play it safe and go to first. But meanwhile, Matt Toke read it well. He will get in It's a 3-0 lead. Ground out RBI for Bo Bichette, his 78th RBI on the year. And you've got a 3-0 ball game now for the G-Men. Danny Jansen will come to the plate. Jansen 0 for 1. First pitch he sees, hard shot towards left center field. This one's got a lot of carry, and he really sends it out of here. That one went a long way. Danny Jansen, first pitch he sees, he absolutely crushes it right down deep center field, 464 feet. Just the second home run as a member of the Giants, 12 on the year for him, and it's 4-0. I think that home run itself, Sean, was worth the $10 million that you paid in cash to go get him. And yeah, that was a pretty sexy home run. Huge bomb from Danny Jansen. Arizona throwing Gophers? All right, speaking of home runs, Isaiah Thomas had a big one in his first at bat. He had the 2-run shot back in the second. That was his 22nd on the year. First pitch he sees, he really dialed up trying to go long again, but this one's grounded to short where Gene Lush comes to the infield grass, rips it hard to first in time for the out. Ground out RBI for Bo Bichette, and a mammoth 460-plus foot moonshot for Danny Jansen. We go bottom of the fourth. The Giants now lead this one 4-0. Not that Jandy Ronson needs any more room, but here you go. 4-0 lead for Jandy. Bottom of the fourth. Natural Butch Reed, Spencer Torkelson, and Ha-Sung Kim are due up. We'll start it off with Reed. Reed got hit by a pitch, one of 2 HBPs so far tonight. A 1-0. Grounded over towards short. Good range to his right is Aaron Nixon. He'll throw to first for the out. You dare Jandy to throw underhanded just for this inning. Spencer Torkelson comes to the dish. He is 0 for 1. 2 hits so far for the Diamondbacks through 3 1/3. First pitch grounded towards third. Giancarini has a good read on it. He will rifle it over to first for the second out. Good defense over on the left side, both by Nixon and Carini. And with 2 outs now, bottom of the fourth, Ha-Sung Kim comes to the plate. 1 for 1 today. The 1-1 pitch. Pops it up on the infield. Coming in, Bo Bichette. He will make the catch as Ronson gets out of the way. And it's a dominant inning for Jandy Ronson. No surprises there. 4 innings are in the books. We will go to the 5th. It's San Fran 4 and Arizona 0. Top of the 5th here at Chase Field. Journey of the starters tonight brought to you by the coffee of choice, which is tonight. It is the non-alcoholic Kahlua brand coffee with some actual alcoholic Bailey's Irish cream included. Yum, yum, yum. For Jared Southard, well, been a bit of a tough one tonight for him. He struggles when he's at home. Now an ERA of 4.34 this season at home for a guy with a 3.08 ERA on the year. For Southard, 4 innings of work, 5 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 home runs offered tonight. Hasn't walked or struck out anyone so far, which really is making the people betting on the over very unhappy here. 2 total strikeouts by our starters through 4 innings of work here. Southern, 41 pitches into this. The Giants have been very aggressive with their at-bats. John Carini will start us off. Aaron Nixon, Dan King are due up this inning. We'll start with Carini, who's 0 for 1. A 1-0 pitch. Ja will slap it over towards short, where Gene Lush has started to get busy of late. He'll get her over to first for the out. 1 out. Back to the top of the order for the third time we will go, starting with Aaron Nixon. He is 0 for 1. He got hit by a pitch in the second pitch of the game. An 0-1 pitch to him. Over towards right side, but that's going to get by both Aaron Cross and Spencer Torkelson. It's a seeing eye single. Nixon will get his first hit on the night. 6 hits overall for the Giants now. And with Nixon at first, 1 out. Dan King is your batter. First pitch is swung on as the runner was going. It's lifted towards the left side as Cabrian Hayes is right near foul territory. He will make the catch, probably just a fraction in foul territory. Nixon retreats back to first in time for the second out. 2 outs now. Here comes Michael King. He is 1 for 2 tonight. First pitch from Southern is going to miss inside for ball 1. Kane having a good month of August, 352 average overall with 5 round trippers in that time. The 1-0. Here's one at the knees. It's a strike, ball and a strike. The 1-1 in the dirt. Great block there by Nick Cale to make sure that Nixon could not head for second. 2 balls, 1 strike here. Aaron Nixon's your runner at first. Boss battle. Can we get fluffy? Always the challenge. Can we get fluffy? Need 25 of you to do so. 2-1 pitch. Grounds it to short. Lush has it. He will throw over to first in time. That will retire this side. Giants will get nothing. They'll leave a runner aboard on a hit. We're now officially halfway through this ball game. Bottom of the 5th, we will go Giants 4, Arizona nothing. Bottom of the 5th, one more time. Let's do the journey of the starters. Cue the I just won a perfect team Silver League horn. Can't nobody tell me nothing.
Adios, you chicken-plucking little stinker!
That's exactly what Jason said to his competition. Congrats to you. Bottom of the 5th, we go. Jenny Ronson. 4 innings of work, just 2 hits have been allowed on the day. He has struck out 2, throwing 48 pitches to this point for the little unit. Aaron Cross comes to the plate. Cross is 0 for 1. Corbin Carroll and Nick Cale are waiting on deck afterwards. First pitch is going to be hit down the third baseline. Going to have to hurry is Carini. The hard throw to first off balance. Not in time. Aaron Cross gets down the line. That's going to be an infield hit. Carini had a long way to go on that play. He makes a valiant effort, but no chance in that one. Cross gets aboard. First hit on the day for him. And with Cross at first, third hit now for the Diamondbacks. Corbin Carroll is your batter. He is 0 for 1. First pitch is going to miss way outside with a slider, ball 1. Hey, Tim, if it helps, feel free to either give me the number if you know it, or you can abbreviate. You can say TP as an example, and I'll know that you're asking me to take a pitch. Or PTC, I know you're saying pitch to contact. Just FYI. Just less typing for you allows you to be able to respond faster. Your offense is definitely TP. Yes, it is. 1-0 pitch. Checks the swing. It's inside. Apparently, it's ball 2. No, I don't think that counts as a pirate officially. The 2-0 goes after it, kind of golfs that towards left field, but he brought a pitching wedge not very far. Aaron Nixon, about 15 feet into the outfield, will make the catch for the first out. 1 out now, Cross over at first, and Nick Cale, your batter. The catcher is 0 for 1. First pitch gets the call knee high with an off speed. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch misses low. It's a ball and a strike. Ronson, of course, the first round draft pick by the Giants last year. Immediately put into the majors, considered such a generational talent. Just recently turning 22 years old. There's the 1-1. That one's going to get away, but a great block by Jansen. Cross took a couple of extra steps towards second, but he plays it safe, goes back to the bag. Count remains 2-1. Cross has been thrown out already on a pitch out. The 2-1 towards center field, jammed him a bit, not very far. Dan King ranges to his right, pulls it in, and makes the catch for the second out. 2 outs now. Gene Lush, your shortstop, had a base hit earlier. He's 1 for 1. Lush watches the first pitch. Sinker misses low. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. There's one at the knees. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Swings and hits that one foul. It's going to drift out of play. Count will be 1-2 to Gene Lush. Lush drafted 5th round back in 2021 by the Diamondbacks out of Oral Roberts in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The 1-2 grounds it to his fellow shortstop Aaron Nixon. Little bit of a high throw, but Bo Bichette is able to get his foot back on the bag in time. A little adventurous, but side will be retired. 5 innings are in the books. No runs for on 1 hit for the Diamondbacks. We'll go to the 6th. It's San Francisco 4 and Arizona nothing. 6th inning we go. Jared Southern still out there. Just 50 pitches on the day. Very aggressive Giant squad out here today. We do see JB Wendelken doing some soft toss out there in the Diamondbacks bullpen. Matt, Toke, Beck, Ho Kang, Bo Bichette are due up this inning. We'll start with Toke, who's 1 for 2 today. He had a double that bounced off the wall in left field in his last at bat. Waits the 0-1. Pops it up. Right side. Torkelson calls for it. Also calling for it is Aaron Cross, and he is going to make the catch for the first out. It's been a very economical game for Southern here. No walks, no strikeouts. 52 pitches here now through 5 1/3. Bako Kang is your batter. Kang is 1 for 2. Waiting a 1-0 pitch. Large shot to right field. There is no doubt about that one. We've seen another home run for the Giants. Third on the day. This one from Bako Kang.
Yeah, get up there and wham! A homer! Wham! Another homer! Wham! 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 What?
Bak Ho Kang from Seoul, South Korea will hit his 18th home run on the year. He is a road warrior. That's his 14th home run away from San Francisco from Oracle Park. It is 5-0 San Francisco. I guess JC didn't like that one.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Well, we have a toasted penguin who's just joined us. Welcome. We're toasted penguin friendly. We only toast you if you ask politely. Welcome, Fluffy Kitty Ninjas Show, eMLB Universe. It is 5-0 now. Bo Bichette is your batter. Bichette today 0 for 2. He had a ground out RBI back in the 4th. First pitch Bichette sees. He'll lift that to center field. Carroll's gonna watch it and play it on the hop. Line shot to center. Bo Bichette joins the hit parade. Now 8 hits on the day. More like that ball was shown a lot of range, huh? Bo Bichette, yes. That works too. All right, Bichette is at first. We got 1 out. Danny Jansen hit the long ball 464 feet to deep center field in his last at bat. He's 1 for 2. 3 home runs on the day. Wendelken is starting to rip up more in the bullpen. He is getting ready. First pitch from Jansen. Gets the inside corner. Called strike. That one could have gone borderline in either direction.
Say what?
Seeing additional activity. Joining over with Wendelken as the righty. Rafael Martinez is also warming up. So Martinez and Wendelken in the bullpens. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, goes after the fastball away. Now down, no balls and 2 strikes. Hey, Abadarchi. I know you got a gifted sub recently, so you'll have at least the mini boost to invest into your player. Count is no balls and 2 strikes here with an out. The 0-2. Check the swing, they appeal. Ump says, no, we didn't get Southern's first strikeout here. What a game in regards to fooling everybody. It is almost a no-doubter that the unders are going to win today on the over-under prediction of 13.5 for hairballs. Hold on, my parents were just trying to call. Just telling them I'm doing the show right now. They probably didn't know. Okay. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch from Southern. to center field. Carroll ranges over, but again, he's going to have to play it on the hop. Carroll, not known for being a major defender out there, plays average at best. Has to just let that one drop. Denny Jansen will get his second hit on the day. 3 straight hits now for the Giants after the first out. That is going to be it. Jared Southern's woes here at Chase Field will continue. As ERA for a guy with a 3.12 ERA on the year at home, 4.4 ERA to this point. JB Wendelken will be your first starter or first reliever on the day. Starter. Yeah, I knew what I meant. The 33-year-old from Savannah, Georgia, makes his 32nd appearance on the year. He's 1-3 with a 2.84 ERA. A couple saves to his credit this season. Again, I'm sorry, I said 2.84 because that's where he was to start the year. He's now 1-3 with a 3 ERA, 33 innings of work. He's given up 32 hits, 11 earned runs, 3 home runs, while walking 15 and striking out 34. All up to Jandy now to get 14 Ks. Yep. He only needs what? 12 more? 11 more? Mom and Dad just tried to call. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I know. If you could hear Mrs. Kamish, that's pretty much what was going on in my head right now. Love my parents, but they just chose a weird time to call. Anyway. All right. Isaiah Thomas is your batter. Runners at first and third. Barely that many outs left in the game for a complete game. That is true. Oh, yeah, pitch by pitch would help. I don't know if I turned that off. I might have turned that off by accident. First pitch misses outside, maybe. Oh my God, we're waiting forever. Oh, it's a ball. Thomas with the big 2-run homer to left field. 1 of 3 home runs tonight. We've had home runs to each part of the park. The 1-0. Big swing from Thomas, who takes that big leg kick. Ball and a strike. Ball, 1 strike to Thomas. The pitch. That one is going to miss low. 97 on the gun from Wendelken. It's 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch towards right center field. Carroll's going to go back. This one's going to hit the wall. 1 hopper off the wall. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Thomas is going to go for third. He will get in there. It's a 2-run triple for the rookie Isaiah Thomas. He makes it a 7-0 game as the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead over the Cardinals. Thomas's 4th triple on the year. Now 4 RBIs on the day for him. Up to 60 on the season. He's at third with 1 out. That closes the book on Jared Southern. And Tim can only say, welp. Jean Carini, your batter. Carini tonight is 0 for 2. Any noise you hear, that's just the wifey in the back.
Sorry.
First pitch, big swing and right. Carini trying to add to the damage, but he'll look at an 0-1 count. A little ambitious on that swing. Tim just asked, is the bearded dragon rearranging his space out back there?
Tournament.
Yes, it's all hockey tournament preparation. Lake Placid next weekend. The 0-1 pitch. Misses low. Yeah, 0-1 pitch, yeah. Confusing myself there for a sec. Weren't 2-1? I saw you say 1, but I thought 2 were on base there for Thomas, who got the triple. Yeah, 2 on, so he bases clearing triple or with 2 on. No worries. I was just making sure I wasn't like losing my mind because, you know, I kind of learned that from yesterday. Oh, so true. So true. I apologize for that. The 1-1 misses low. It's 2 balls and a strike. I don't blame him watching the scoreboard. He's got a half-game lead right now. Pesky White Sox. The 2-1 pitch towards left field, but kind of an atom ball at Butch Reed. The throw over to home. The throw is late. It looked like he might have had it in, but apparently it's not. Thomas is going to get in. It's a sacrifice fly for Jean Carini, his 31st RBI on the year. And that makes it an 8-0 ball game. That'll get us back to the top of the order. Aaron Nixon is your batter. Nixon tonight is 1 for 2. The 2-2 pitch. Lined into left field. That one's going to get down. Nixon absolutely roped that one to left. With the laser. 11 hits on the day now for the Giants. And with Nixon at first, Dan King, your batter. King, one of the only guys not to participate in tonight's festivities. He's 0 for 3. Oh, enough of Wendelken, says Tim Lowry. Just a third of an inning mustered from that mister. That'll bring in the Venezuelan Rafael Martinez. The 26-year-old Martinez comes in 52nd appearance on the year. He's 2-2 with a 53rd appearance, 2-2 with a 3.26 ERA. 58 innings of work. He's given up 47 hits, 21 earned runs. He's walked 29, struck out 62, and yes, given up 5 home runs on the year. He throws an upper 90s fastball and also works a pretty sharp curve into the equation. Second-year veteran Martinez, originally signed as an international free agent by the team he's facing, those San Francisco Giants. Martinez is ready to go. Meanwhile, in the Diamondbacks bullpen, we see Mitch Keller starting to loosen up. Martinez ready to take on Dan King. That was not email, that was just Discord. Apparently, the mothership is going live, I believe. I remember the days that if the mothership was going live, you mass panicked to get offline so you didn't violate your agreement. Thank God that changed. First pitch in the dirt. Great block by Nick Cale to keep that one in front of him. It's ball 1. Diamondbacks just looking for that final out to escape this crooked number inning. The 1-0. Line shot to center is not going to be there. Nixon read it well. He'll immediately head for third. Dan King will get his first hit on the night. That'll put in MSK. Kane is 1 for 3 today. 3 for 6 lifetime with a home run against Martinez. First pitch fires right in there down the middle, strike 1. 0-1 delivery, another one in the dirt. Good block again from Cale, keeping busy. Jandy is going to fall asleep in the dugout if this half inning goes much longer. Funny. The 1-1. Fires it. Hey, they picked Dan King off at first. He was caught napping. Whoops. Nick Cale did his job to get out of the inning. Better late than never, but San Francisco will go around in the order. They'll bat around. They'll score 4 runs. Yep, someone did fall asleep. After 5.5, it is San Fran 8 and Arizona nothing. Well, thank you for fixing that. Bottom of the 6th, Jandy Ronson, ready for his 6th inning of work. Just 60 pitches on the night for him. Alec Thomas, Brian Hayes, Butch Reed, the top of the order, due up. Alec Thomas 0 for 2 tonight. Oh, hold on a sec. Mike, can you confirm Myers in at first? So Myers in at first, replacing MSK. And then Stott at third, replacing Carini. That's just an outright switch like that. Thank you. I just wanted to make sure I completely understood you. So Steve Myers, known as the jack of all trades from the 1.0 days, will come in as the first baseman. Michael Sean Kane's day is over. Bryson Stott, the third baseman, will come in to replace Jean Carini at third. So a couple of substitutions. Steve Myers at first. Bryson Stott is now in at third to start the bottom of the 6th. Alec Thomas is your batter. Thomas is 0 for 2. A 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Got him looking.
Fatality.
Just the 3rd strikeout on the night for Jandy Ronson. Really playing the under tonight. 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Brian Hayes is now your batter. Hayes 0 for 2. The 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Fooled him with the curveball.
I cannot hit curveball. Straight ball, I hit it very much. Curveball, bats are afraid.
I don't know if the bats are afraid in that one because it wasn't even in the zone. Danny Jansen stealing strikeouts, or is Jandy Ronson just getting, I don't know, maybe the ump's got a steak dinner for all we know. What? Nevertheless, back-to-back strikeouts for Jandy Ronson. We've got 2 outs now in the bottom of the 6th. The natural Butch Reed is your batter. Reed tonight is 0 for 1. He had a hit by pitch. (2-0) delivery. Over to first, but right at Steve Myers gets his first shot. He'll go to first, steps on the bag himself. It's a 1-2-3 inning cruise control for Jandy Ronson. We will go to the 7th now with San Fran ahead, 8-0. Did anybody guess 8 tonight at all, Sadia? So our owner is 83 years old, gonna send him the DVD of the 2023 championship team and hope he thinks it's the current team. That's pretty funny. Well, Alex said 7. Cody's always in play because he plays 11 automatically. Rafael Martinez back out there on 5 pitches. Steve Myers, Matt Toke, and Baek O'Kang are due up. Steve Myers getting called up prior to this sim. I think I'm on the right team, right? Aren't I? There he is. I was looking for him. Myers, known as the jack of all trades, the 24-year-old from Carroll City, Florida. 0 for 4 to start off his eMLB. Oh, wait, no, he's not starting off his eMLB career. That was last year. He was 6 for 36 last season. Getting his 2nd season as a rookie. They'll wait a 2-0 pitch. He'll fist it over to first, but Torkelson is in the right spot. and makes a good reactionary catch for the first out. Yeah, that's right. He did apologize to you. Matt Toke is your batter. Toke 1 for 3 tonight. The first pitch. Grounds it into the shift over to second. Aaron Cross to his right. Throws to first in time for the second out. Torque with that Steve Garvey defense tonight. Yep. 2 outs now. Baek Ho Kang is your batter. He hit a deep one to right field for a solo shot. 2 for 3 tonight. The 1-0. Towards center field. Drifting over Corbin Carroll. He is going to make the catch. That will retire the side. Rafi Martinez has a 1-2-3 inning, and just like that, it's a staple requirement here in Arizona under management by Tim Lowry. It's the 7th inning stretch with permanent resident Ty Webb.
I was born to love you. I was born to lick your face. I was born to rub you, but you were born to rub me first.
7th inning stretch here on the Fluffy Kitty Ninja Show. It is the Giants taking on the Diamondbacks here in game 1 of a 3-game series here for this sim schedule. Giants well in hand, 8-0 lead thanks to a bunch of home runs from their squad. 3 home runs, 8-0 lead. Jandy Ronson coming back out for his 7th inning of work. Ronson 4 strikeouts, 3 hits allowed so far tonight. He's got the middle of the order. Spencer Torkelson, Ha-Seong Kim, Aaron Cross due up. Ty Webb always has tickets at will call. Makes sense. Torque is your batter. Torque tonight 0 for 2. Wanted to be a speed bump versus San Fran. Turns out we're just the pothole. Just for now. Remember, it was the other way around for quite a while. San Francisco is trying to get back into the playoffs for the first time in 10 years. 2016 was the last time they were in the playoffs. 2-2 pitch to Torque. Gonna lift it towards right center field. Ranging over to his left is Dan King. He'll get there in time. 1 out. Ha-Seong Kim now your batter. Kim tonight 1 for 2. All of a sudden, it sounds like email, but it's news, and it's telling me about the Rams pulling off a fake punt. Like, I'll read about that later. Kim 1 for 2. The 0-2 pitch. It's going to lift that to left field. Not very deep. Coming on in is Isaiah Thomas. He'll get there in time for the second out. Windows wants you to reboot. Tim wants me to reboot, obviously. Obviously. Always. Aaron Cross, 1 for 2 for AC tonight. The 2-1 pitch. Lined into left field. Fair ball. It's a chalk scraper. Gets to the wall. Crosses on his way for 2. He will get in there with a double. 2-out double for Crosshairs. His 27th double on the season. And Aaron Cross continues to be Aaron Cross. Just the 4th hit on the day, but 2 belong to Aaron Cross. Oh, it's an earthquake. Oh, just kidding. Corbin Carroll is your batter now. He's 0 for 2. First pitch from Ronson is going to be right at the knee. Strike 1. Ronson on cruise control for what should be his 16th win on the season. Remember, that's just good for second on this team. Ethan Candela, 18 wins. Not even in the month of September yet. The 0-1 swings and fouls that one off. It's quickly behind 0-2. Okay, I didn't know if you were saying something. The wife just wanted to know that she can belch like no one else. What, Denver? What was broken up? Never heard of it. The 0-2 pitch. Goes high, can't get him to chase. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, at first I thought she was saying something, so I turn and take these off, and all I get is... It's like, okay. She was proud of herself. You know who else would be proud of herself? Is Rocky Draws. She likes to do it too. It's pretty funny. Because you just don't expect it from her. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Five strikeouts on the day now for Jandy Ronson. Side is retired. 7 innings in the books. They will leave Cross stranded at second. We'll go to the 8th. And happens to be the lead for San Fran. It's 8-0. As far as I know, Martinez is staying out because I wasn't told otherwise. A reminder to my GMs, when you are batting, tell me next inning your plan for your pitchers so we can be fluid. Okay, Keller's still in the bullpen. Martinez is in. Thank you. Just do that during when you're batting so that we're just a little more fluid. Appreciate it. Bo Bichette will start us off here in the top of the 8th. We've got the 6, 7, 8 hitters due up. Danny Jansen and Isaiah Thomas to follow. Rafael Martinez, your batter. Your pitcher. Bo Bichette's your batter. Or as Rob Deere in the headlight says, Bo Bichette. Now I'm going to have Boba Fett's music in my head. All right, 1 for 3 with an RBI. The 1-2 pitch. Up in the zone, and he gets it by him.
Hey, bada, swing, bada.
Rafael Martinez will get his first strikeout on the day as he sends a 96-mile-an-hour heater up and in. 1 out here, top of the 8th. Danny Jansen will be your batter now. Jansen 2 for 3 today. He had the long home run, 464 feet. The 2-2 delivery. Gonna lift it towards left center field where Corbin Carroll is patrolling. Makes the catch for the second out. 2 outs now, and it's Isaiah Thomas, the batter. Thomas has had a great day. 2 for 3. He had a home run, a 2-run homer. He's had a 2-run triple. He's had 7 total bases today and 4 RBI. The 2-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Takes a little off on that one, and he got him. Go! Second strikeout of the inning for Rafael Martinez will get him done. Side is retired. 1, 2, 3 they go. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's 8-0 San Fran. Yeah, it's much more challenging when you're playing human versus human, JC. Especially the way I do it. Jandy Ronson is your coming back out. 90 pitches on the day for Ronson. Nick Cale, Gene Lush, Alec Thomas are your scheduled batters here. 8-9-1 here for the bottom of the 8th. Cale will start us off. He's 0 for 2. First pitch he sees, he's going to lift it towards right field, moving over plenty of time. Bako Kang makes the catch. King is in the neighborhood. King or Kang get it? Oh, Kang got it for the out. See activity loosening up in the bullpen. Juan Romero is starting to loosen up. I think Mitch Keller is still there. Looks like Keller getting ready to come out. Gene Lush is your batter. Lush 1 for 2. He had a double down the line in his last at bat. Just 4 hits on the day for the Diamondbacks against Jandy Ronson. First pitch he sees, laser right back up the middle, and Gene Lush is not afraid of the little unit. Second hit on the day for the rookie. Lush is doing all the right things to make this club in 2027. Indeed. I've got a 300 average in a very small sample size, but he'll take it. Alec Thomas, we will go top of the order, 1 on, 1 out. See our first signs of life in the bullpen there for the Giants. It's Zach Houston starting to loosen up for the Giants. First pitch to Thomas, who's 0 for 3 today. That one is missing inside, ball 1. Reminder, we will be back to our normal schedule this week. Tuesday night baseball, 7 o'clock, here on Fluffy Kitty Ninjas. He only needs 9 more Ks when there's, 5 outs left? Yeah, he can do it. It's Jandy Ronson, right? The 1-0 pitch. At the knee, strike 1. Until Ronson's officially removed, even though it's as near academic as it could be, I'm not tempting fate. Okay? Fair enough? Good? We good? Yeah. All right. The 1-1. Misses low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Love your confidence, yes. Rob Deere doing his best Jim Carrey impersonation. So you're saying there's a chance? Oh, well, you bet the under. Okay, you're good. So you win. The 2-1. Missing low, 3 balls and a strike. And here I was wondering if I was at least 1 strikeout too big. I was thinking maybe I should do 12.5. Could have still. Might have just gotten a couple more people goofed if I did 12.5. What's our tabulations here? Oh, wow, it's 50-50 tonight. 15 people bet the under, but more balls of yarn were bet, not balls of yarn, more hairballs were bet on the over. Well, hi, Noble. Good evening, sir. 3 balls and 1 strike. The pitch. Whoop, this one got away. It was strike 2, but Jansen couldn't handle it. Must have been in the wrong spot. Lush will take second. It is now a full count pitch. The double play has been removed. The 3-2. It's going to pop it up towards center field, coming in, long way to go. Dan King gonna get there in time to make the catch for the out. Ronson just blew the webbing out of the catcher's mitt. That's probably what happened there. Hope you did too. We had a good one. Quieter, but all the stuff's been this weekend. Brian Hayes, now your batter. Hayes tonight is 0 for 3. Diamondbacks at this point just trying to wreck the shutout for Jandy Ronson. First pitch is a curveball, missing low for ball 1. Pitch number 100. Next on the docket for the little unit. Keep wanting to call him the big unit. The 1-0. Lifted towards right field. This one is hooking, but foul. It was not far enough, but it could have done a lot of trouble. Brian Hayes almost gets one inside the chalk there in the corner. Ball and a strike. Seeing Joey Gallo in the on-deck circle here in place of Butch Reed. Gallo is in the on-deck circle. Gallo leads the Diamondbacks with 34 home runs this year. The 1-1 pitch. Swing went right after a pitch way low. Hayes bops his bat on his helmet, saying bad swing there. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brian Hayes. The 1-2. Grounded to short. Aaron Nixon, good range to his left. He'll throw to first in time, and that will retire the side. 8 innings are in the books. It's San Francisco 8, Arizona nothing. New pitcher coming on, 4th pitcher on the day for the Diamondbacks, and it is old friend, 30-year-old Mitch Keller. Single-handedly carried this Diamondback squad on his back in 2023 for the World Series. Keller will make his 60th appearance this year. He is 6-4 with a 5.04 ERA. 84 innings of work. He's given up 89 hits. 47 earned runs, 12 homers this year. He has walked 12 and struck out 108 to this point. Boss battle, wonder if we can get fluffy. Probably not. We don't have as many people as we might normally, because the parent channel is running. Pretty sure it's running. Yep, it's running. All right, Mitch Keller is aboard. That gives Bryson Stott his first chance to get an at-bat today. Stott, who came in as a defensive replacement for Jean Carini, the 28-year-old from Las Vegas, Nevada, will be the batter this season, hitting just .210 on the year with a home run and 9 runs batted in. The 1-2 pitch. Yeah, I know it's a bit of a clunker game, but we're glad that you're everyone's here. Good curveball action coming from Mitch Keller, and we get the strikeout. First strikeout on the day for Mitch Keller. We've got 1 out here, top of the 9th. Aaron Nixon will get an at-bat. 2 for 3 tonight. He's been on base 3 times. It's a rite of passage in eMLB to get your butt beat on Game of the Night. Yes. 3-2 pitch to Nixon. Swing and a miss. 100 miles an hour on the gun. Absolutely blows that one right by him. Mitch Keller comes in and gobbles up a couple of strikeouts. 2 outs now. Dan King. 1 for 4 today for Dan. I think so. Mitch Keller, for those who weren't here at that time, only appearance in postseason play was in 2023. If you don't see his stats normal, 5 starts, 43 innings, allowed 22 hits, 2 runs total, didn't allow a homer. He walked 6, and he struck out 37. 3 of his games were complete games. 2 of them were shutouts. He had a whip of 0.65. And he had an ERA, his career ERA in postseason is 0.42. Mitch Keller was the MVP. The 1-0 to Dan King. Lips it towards center field. Moving over is Corbin Carroll. He'll make that play in shallow left center. And it'll be a 1-2-3 inning for Mitch Keller as he retires him in the top of the ninth. And just FYI, that season, Mitch Keller was 16-13 with a 4.94 ERA during the regular season. So Mitch Keller, in his career stats, if you pull up his card in eMLB, is not a very good regular season pitcher. But he had perhaps one of the best postseasons that I've ever seen in eMLB, and it kind of made me think of Oral Hershiser. So, just so you have a little bit of reference there. To the bottom of the ninth we go. It's a long shot. They're down by 8. We don't know if Jandy's still coming out or not. Let's find out. As far as I can tell, Jandy wipes his forehead, he throws the towel on the bench, and he's coming back out. He's looking for the complete game shutout. Ronson is looking for what would be his first complete game on the season. He does not have a complete game yet this year, which of course tells you he doesn't have a shutout either. All right, so remember, Gallo was in the on-deck circle but never announced, so Reed was not replaced. Now we do have an official replacement of Reed, and it's going to be Jeremy Harmon. Harmon will come in to get an at-bat against the against Jandy Ronson. Not against the natural Butch Reed. Come on, Commish, that'd be dumb. Oh, he's got a shutout, but it was at the bar. Okay, well, there's that. Jeremy Harmon, the 26-year-old from Sun Valley, Nevada. Harmon, 207 this season, does have 20 home runs, 50 runs batted in. It's the third season in the majors for Harmon. Got to be a big disappointment this season for him, though. He had 30-plus homers, 100 RBI, and hit around 250 last season. He's not faced the little unit before. It's a 1-2 pitch. Got him looking, called strike 3.
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom, but we got nothing like it. 6 strikeouts now for Jandy Ronson. We've got one out here, bottom of the ninth. Spencer Torkelson is now your batter. Torque tonight is 0 for 3. A 3-2 pitch. Misses low, ball 4. It's the first walk on the day for Jandy Ronson. Just the 23rd on the season. Gonna have a pinch hitter here. Ha-Sung Kim is your batter, but there is a pinch hitter in the on-deck circle now for Aaron Cross. Joey Gallo back out there again. But Ha-Sung Kim first up here. Oh, wait a minute. Tim saying, nope, sorry. That's not right. What, do you want him hitting now? Gallo now. Okay. Never mind. Kim, you come back here. No Ha-Sung Kim for you. His day is done. 1 for 3. Joey Gallo's going to be your batter now. Joey Gallo, 32-year-old from Las Vegas, Nevada. it's either a strikeout or it's a home run, right? 187 average on the year for Gallo, team leading 34 home runs, 68 RBI, now 324 career home runs for Pico de Gallo. Bronson and Gallo have never faced each other before. That sounds like an interesting matchup. Big swing as he goes after the slider. He is just trying to wreck the complete game shutout here. Yeah, I didn't get that until after, Tim. My apologies. The 0-1 goes after that one and fouls it off. It'll be out of play. It's now no balls and 2 strikes to Gallo. The 0-2 pitch doesn't go chase after the fastball there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Temperature in Arizona dropped 5 degrees with those swings. The 1-2. Got him swinging. Jams him inside. 7 strikeouts on the day for Jandy Ronson. You know what that is. I know most of you thought Godzilla mode would be around the 4th inning with Jandy Ronson, but he goes 8 2/3 innings before we get 7 strikeouts on the day. Godzilla mode now in effect for Jandy Ronson. Aaron Cross is coming out here for this at-bat as Gallo is down by way of the K. Aaron Cross tonight is 2 for 3. He had a double in his last at-bat. Pitch number 117 from Bronson is on its way, and it misses inside, ball 1. Again, Cross hits lefties weaker than he does righties, but with 2 for 3 tonight, he's now up to a .236 average against lefties. AC-12 t-shirt still selling out in the team store. The 1-0. It's in there. Strike 1. Cross didn't like the call. Gotta kind of agree with you on that one.
What?
1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. To center right at Ronson, who makes a reactionary catch. And just like that, this ball game is over. Jandy Ronson gets the complete game shutout. It's his first complete game on the year. And he does it, of course, on the national broadcast. Congratulations to both sides. Remember, dollars are doubled here after the trading deadline, so the Giants will win $700,000 of team cash for their national broadcast appearance. And the Diamondbacks will get $300,000 for playing in tonight's game. Thank you to both. Appreciate your energy. Good work on both sides. I know it was kind of a lopsided effort, but still, there was a tale to tell right until the end. Giants get 8 runs on 12 hits. No errors from either side. Diamondbacks could not get anyone across the plate with Ronson on. I think the farthest anyone got was second, right? I don't think anyone got the third that I can remember right offhand. But they had 5 hits on the day. Let's look at both box scores here quickly. Aaron Nixon was 2 for 4 today. Dan King 1 for 5. Michael Sean Kane 1 for 3 before being replaced. Matty Toke was 1 for 4. Baek Ho Kang was 2 for 4. He had the home run to right field. That was in the 6th inning off of Jared Southern. All 3 home runs off of Jared Southern tonight. Bo Bichette 1 for 4 with a ground out RBI. Danny Jansen 464-foot shot to center field. 2 for 4 tonight for him with a home run. Isaiah Thomas, if it wasn't Jandy Ronson's complete game shutout, Isaiah Thomas would have been player of the day. He had a 2-run homer. He had a 2-run triple. He had 4 RBI, 2-run score. He had a pretty good day. He was responsible for half the offense by the Giants, and his 2-run homer was the game winner. Let's see. We had a couple steals. Bako Kang got his 3rd steal. Dan King, his 15th steal on the season. Aaron Cross was caught in a botched hit and run that was a pitch out. Just Aaron Cross and Gene Lush were your only multiple hitters on the day. The only other person to get a hit was Ha-Sung Kim. Well, I know you'd give the player of the game elsewhere because you're being humble, but we appreciate it. We know who got that one. Yes, over under, it's officially done. The unders will win it. Congratulations to those of you who picked right and win some balls of yarn. You don't get any extra, not balls of yarn, hairballs. You don't get any extra hairballs because of how far under it was. Sorry, doesn't work that way. So now we'll see if anybody cashes in their boosts here for hairballs or cash. Sometimes I think people forget that hairballs is an option. How can, well, I like this, Tim. Tim says, thanks so much. How can getting my butt kicked be so much fun? I don't know. Alrighty. It is San Francisco winning again 8-0. Let's look at the pitchers real quickly here. Jandy Ronson improves to 16-3 on the year. He goes 9 innings, gives up 5 hits. No one scored. 1 walk allowed. That was in the 9th inning. And then he struck out 7. Ronson having a heck of a day. 16-game winner. Now, Jared Southard, well, didn't look promising right out of the gate. He didn't get anyone out, but strikeout, but he didn't walk anyone either. It was a pitch to contact day. 5 1/3 innings of work, gave up 9 hits, 7 earned runs. Oh yeah, don't forget Crazy Coach with the CCU pay-per-view tonight, free to anyone with a Twitch account. Is he even on yet? It's probably early to transition over to him. 7:30, right? Let me see. Is he on? No, he's not. So I guess we won't be moving over to Coach. Starts around 8. So yeah, unfortunately, I know the mothership is on. So let's see who the player of the game is. Jandy Ronson. No surprise, complete game shutout. Even though Isaiah Thomas had a pretty good day himself. If Nersha is on, I'm going to be rating Nersha, because Nersha raids us all the time. Here was the action around the league elsewhere. Ronson only gets the 3rd best day on record for that. Interesting. Anyway, White Sox again beating the Tigers 6-2. Jays will hang on to beat the Twins 4-3. Twins made it interesting by tying it up in the 9th 3-3, but the Jays will walk it off. Jordan Cage looks like he had the walk-off home run, his 9th on the year, to help the Jays beat the Twins 4-3. Yay for JR. Indians will beat the Royals 4-1. Only 3rd best because he didn't hit the over. Probably. If he would have probably had double the strikeouts, I bet he'd be number 1. Indians 4, Royals 1. So after 5 days in the sim, it will still remain the Indians a half game up on the White Sox. Meanwhile, the Orioles pound the Red Sox 14-9. A lot of offense on both sides in that one. Julian Fernandez gets the win in relief as 8 runs were scored in the 7th. Must have been Dan Walker kept in too long, possibly. Who knows? Nick Spence got his 30th on the year. Michael Bush his 13th, and Rafi Devers his 51st on the season. That leads the team. The Yankees beat the Mariners 5-2. That was Bobby Thomas earns his 10th win on the year as he beats Andrew Manrique and the Mariners in that one. The Rangers will be the Athletics 4-3. That's DeMarcus Evans getting his second win in relief. A little help from Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who got his 33rd home run on the season. Astros will defeat the Angels 8-1. Corbin Martin gets his 11th win on the year as he beats Asa Lacy in that one. Shohei Ohtani had a solo home run in the first inning, his 44th home run on the season. Yow, showtime indeed. In the National League, the Dads beat the Marlins 5-4. Mackenzie Gore will earn his 15th win on the year. Early offense in that one as the Padres get 4 in the top of the first. They needed at least one more to win that one as they win 5-4. The Mets will defeat the world champion Nationals by a 5-4 score. Gianfran Escalona improves to 7-12 on the year. The Nationals have now lost 8 in a row after this particular loss, and they are like a Tom Petty song. They are free falling at the wrong time of the season right now. Cubs, couple home runs from Danny White is enough to beat the couple home runs from Bryce Harper. As the Cubs beat the Phillies 6-4, Brent Honeywell earns win number 10 on the year. Hello. I apologize, I did not speak your primary language, but hello, bro, I understood completely. Hello. Welcome to you. Let me see. And that's Chandori, I believe it's in. Let's see, where were we? Cubs. So Pirates will double up on the Reds as they will win 8-4. Kyle Freeland comes back from Cincinnati back to Pittsburgh, and he will beat the Reds 8-4, gets his 4th win on the year. Chris Bryant got his 10th. Bill Parker from the 1.0 universe got his 2nd. And Marc-Andre Fleury got his 18th on the season. Korean? No worries. I appreciate you coming in saying hello. Don't know if you got to watch our broadcast earlier. We actually had a couple from South Korea that were in today's game between the Giants and the Diamondbacks, one on each side. Eddie Yost got his 5th on the year, which is a good sign for the Reds for the future. Edgar Barrios against his former friends gets his 40th, so a little bit of revenge on both sides, but the Pirates get the last laugh as they win 8-4 in that one. The Braves will defeat the Rockies 7-0. The no-hitter is over at least, as the Rocks got at least one hit, but Ian Anderson will get his 7th on the season. Danny White was by far the best trade ever. He's better than the Cowboys version, that's for sure. Man, I age myself right away because wasn't Danny White the first? No, it's not after Staubach. It was after Troy Aikman, right? Oh my God, am I mixing my Cowboys quarterback timeline? I think I am. Rays defeat the Cardinals 4-3 because all I've got is Staubach and Aikman on my mind right now. Rays defeat the Cardinals 4-3. Drew Mendoza assisting. He was after Staubach. Okay, I thought so. I was saying, is it that far back? Yes, it is. Yes. It could have been. It could have been worse. It could have been after Steve Grogan. It could have been Tony Eason. You want a good Tony Eason impersonation? Here. That was Tony Eason as a quarterback. Rays defeating the Cardinals 4-3. Efrain Contreras will earn his 11th win on the season as he beats Jonathan Stever and the Cardinals. Cardinals getting more and more bad news as they had another injury. They lost Royce Lewis for the rest of the year. Streaming is broadcast MLB only. We broadcast eMLB. This is not MLB, this show. This is Out of the Park Baseball, which is owned by Com2Us. I'm still upright. I can't do a Tony Eason impersonation that way. No, that was the start of the Tony Eason impersonation. Just FYI. Okay. Giants shutting out the Diamondbacks 8-0 behind Jandy Ronson's 16th win on the year. Despite Ronson's dominance, it's his first complete game shutout of his career. He had never had a complete game prior to this, including last season. So take that for what it is. But he wins. It's 8-0. It won't be his last. That I agree with you. Brewers defeating the Dodgers 7-5. Ty Buttrey earns the win in relief. Andrew James takes the loss in that one. He is got 11 saves as a Dodger, but he will take his first loss there. I do play OOTP. I'm the commissioner. I have GMs running the teams. I tell the story. That's all I do. I've been doing this for more than 20 years, real life. Now this is the way I like to have fun, is telling the story more. But I let all of my friends here that are running things do everything else. So, again, Brewers winning in 10 as they will defeat the Dodgers by a 7-5 score. Darius D-Mac McKenzie, when he is not getting hacked and trying to have you go to Discord porn sites, gets his 38th home run on the year. No, we will not deboost Darius McKenzie, but poor D-Mac. And he's like, even the second time, he's like, but I changed the password. Poor D-Mac. Nolan Arenado does get 2 home runs on the day. Great day for Nolan. He's got 46 home runs on the year. Brewers defeating the Dodgers 7-5. We got 2 days left to sim, but I'll do those offline. Oh, first things first. Rosie Contreras. Will he go to the minors? Yes, he will. I was told if he didn't, yeet him into the sun. Or something along that lines. I think that's the way of saying I don't want you anymore. All right, we'll check for injuries really quick. But we'll set the table, and I think tonight we will give Nersha Banco a little bit of love, because Nersha is always sending over to us. So it's the least we can do is return the favor. All right, let's check for injuries super quick. Well, first off, transactions. Austin Franklin signed that 2-year deal for $8.18 million earlier in the stream. I did already record that in the Discord. Yeet him. You hear the sun is warm this time of year. Not so much up here. All right, and the injury log, which of course comes over here. I love it. Juan Silva was injured. Diagnosis, fever. Expected to miss about 4 days. Meanwhile, Daniel Vilches diagnosed with a torn meniscus, out for 4 months. Hayden Mullins with a torn rotator cuff will miss 5 months. Oh man, name percentage is going to be a stud for the Padres. I know that damn code. We didn't have any wacky horses kicking anyone in the nuts during the regular season type of things. Willie Adames is diagnosed with a strained lat from running the bases. He's going to miss 5 weeks, so his season will be done. Ken is like, come on, man. And Mullins was team leader in wins for you guys as well. Yeah, he's a pretty good pitcher. You still got youth on your side for pitchers, that's for sure. All right, so that's it. We got 2 days left, but I'm going to do those offline. So let us get you over to Nersha Banco. Let me set the table up for that. Alrighty, so next broadcast is Tuesday, you know. We'll talk about that in a moment, because normally I do that. When I say this, back to the litter box I go. Love kitty ninjas do assassinate. You're looking at their victim. So next time I can find some glue and tape, I'll put my head back on straight, and we'll be back in front of you Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. For more action, we'll get back to 3 days. Don't forget, if I did everything right, then when you get the file tonight, we will expand rosters automatically and per league rules. You guys voted, and you are expanding your rosters from 26 to 30. So you've got 4 additional rosters that you'll be able, roster spots that you'll be able to use And for those of you guys who think your season is over, great time to see what you got. Like a Gene Lush. Good time to see what Gene Lush brings to you. That's all for now. Don't forget, 7 o'clock Tuesday night, 7 o'clock Eastern time here in the eastern part of the U.S. is when we'll be back. I want to thank you all again for your time, your energy, subs, bits, donations, all of it. Again, your time and energy is what we most appreciate here because you help it make all of this possible. We'll see you soon. Hope you had a great holiday here in the Northeast. Thank you, Hercules, as we say out. We'll see you soon. Peace.
You jackass!